back to Waiting in Laodicea. I'm your host, A.T. Martinez. Today I'm going to give you an update on an article we've been following, or a law case we've been following. Some of you may remember the College of the Ozarks, where is suing the Biden administration for violating their religious freedoms and liberties over the Biden administration's executive order basically telling the Department of Housing that all housing applications have to be treated equally regardless of perceived gender. The gender discrimination is not allowed. Translation, that somebody who claims that they are male or female, regardless of what their biology is, but you need to go by what they claim, not by what they are. And this obviously allows people that are biologically male to cohabitate or be put in the same areas as people that are biologically female. And this, of course, is not appropriate. Now, the College of the Ozarks said that no, this is wrong, you're violating our religious beliefs. Now, the College of the Ozarks is, of course, a private Christian university. So, we have an update. This is coming from the Blaze, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have it read to you. So, once it's read, I'll come back and we'll talk about it real quickly.
From the Blaze. Judge sides with Biden, rules that Christian college must open women's bedrooms and showers to biological males. Phil Shiver, May 21, 2021. A federal judge this week rejected a Christian college's request to bypass new rules under the Biden administration that force religious schools to open their dormitories, including shared bedrooms and shower spaces, to members of the opposite sex. Judge Roseanne Ketchmark issued the ruling Wednesday, denying the College of the Ozarks a temporary restraining order and a preliminary injunction, which would have provided temporary protection for the school while its federal court case is pending. The school filed a lawsuit in April arguing that the Biden administration was forcing religious schools to violate their beliefs by opening up female dormitories to biological males, and vice versa, under subject of punitive damages, six-figure fines, and attorneys' fees. After President Joe Biden issued an executive order titled, "Preventing and Combating Discrimination on the Basis of Gender Identity or Sexual Orientation," in January, the Department of Housing and Urban Development put forward a directive in line with the administration's new interpretation of sex. The directive holds that entities covered by the Fair Housing Act cannot discriminate against someone based on their sexual orientation or gender identity. Meaning that a transgender person who is biologically male but identifies as a female must be permitted to share dormitory spaces such as bedrooms, bathrooms, and showers with female students. The government cannot and should not force schools to open girls' dorms to males based on its politically motivated and inappropriate redefinition of sex, Alliance Defending Freedom Senior Counsel Julie Marie Blake said in a statement. The religious liberty law firm is representing the school in its legal fight. Women shouldn't be forced to share private spaces including showers and dorm rooms with males, and religious schools shouldn't be punished simply because of their beliefs about marriage and biological sex, she added. Government overreach by the Biden administration continues to victimize women, girls, and people of faith by gutting their legal protections, and it must be stopped. The College of the Ozarks is a private, Christian, liberal arts college in Point Lookout, Missouri, that since its founding more than a century ago has held to a belief that biological sex is assigned by God and is unchangeable. In response to the ruling, the school's president, Jerry Davis, acknowledged he and staff were disappointed in the ruling, but announced that they would be appealing so that schools are not forced to open women's dorm rooms to males and violate their religious beliefs. For more than 100 years, College of the Ozarks has provided a distinctly Christian education to students with financial need. We will not abandon our mission. The fight to protect our religious freedom has just begun, he said.
This ruling, which is not a ruling in the actual final ruling in the case, but just on the injunction to stop them, is a blow. This basically tells the College of the Ozarks the judge is going to rule against them in the final outcome. And this is basically the left-wing progressives are using another backdoor method to shove their beliefs down everybody's throats. Since they could not get them on straight-up orders, now they're going through the back door saying, but in order to be fair for housing, you've got to do this. Now, there's a line in here. Let me see if I can find it. Close that. Scroll down. Remember the line that I liked? I can't read it because it's too small. I'm sorry about this, folks. Okay, here it is. Go up, make it bigger. One more step, please. One more. This, right there. This statement here. Women shouldn't be forced to share private spaces, including the showers and dorm rooms, with males. And religious schools shouldn't be punished simply because of their beliefs about marriage and biological sex. Government overreach by the Biden administration continues to victimize women, girls, and people of faith by gutting their legal protections and must be stopped. Now, this was said by, go up. This is, I believe, Julie Marie Blake, who is the senior counsel for the Alliance Defending Freedom. And what she points out, I mean, on the one hand, if you follow your faith, you're paying fines. Big fines. On the other hand, if if you abandon your faith, then the women and girls are being punished. All of this move that the Biden administration has taken in order to, quote, make people equal is punishing people for disagreeing and having different beliefs. And the end results, people are going to get hurt. If all it takes for a person to be housed with girls is to claim that they are girls, nothing else, then I'm sorry, the day is going to come, we're going to see rapes happening at such a huge jump. I mean, look at what happened in the prison system. I don't remember the article, and I may be wrong, but I believe it was Washington State, which now affords that, what your gender you claim is what prison you'll be housed in. And they allowed these men who claimed they were women to be housed in the women's prison. And there were rapes that happened because of it. Now, when all of this started, when people started going by using their claimed gender identity, many people sat back and said, "This is where you're going to lead. This is going to lead to raping. This is going to open the door to all sorts of wrongful acts." And we were told, "No, you're just doing a slippery slope." But it started to happen, and now they're going to try to go after the little girls, the young girls in college, and now they're going to have to share their dorm, and some of them their private shower, with a guy. I mean, if nothing else will show you that we are in the end of times, this should. I mean, this is perverse. This is wrong. And we're headed to a really bad day. Now, there is still a chance that this is going to be overturned. If I were a betting man, I'd say the odds are about 60-40 this is going to be overturned by the Supreme Court. So far, the court has been consistent in defending people's right to have a religious belief. So, there is hope. But I only give it 60 because sometimes this court doesn't take stands. It tries to chicken out. And society has already shown, the Biden administration has already shown that it supports a minority, a very small minority's right to have a certain belief over a Christian's belief. But this minority's belief, their views, are more important than ours. I'm telling you, folks, when people voted for Biden into office, there's no telling. I warned you all where this was headed. This man has been leading the most vile and corrupt administration. It's unheard of, the level that he's sinking to. These people need our prayers. We need our prayers. Because the end of times is on us. And we need to accept that. How many more signs can God show us? Alright, this has been Waiting in Laodicea with an update. Hope you all have a good night. May God bless each and every one of you. Please hit the like button, share button. Tell your friends about what's happening. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you, and may God bless each.